Good morning, everyone, on this Tuesday morning of filling the well before the beginning of Hanukkah starting this Thursday night. Ah, yay, Hanukkah! um, Hanukkah astounds me as one of the minor holidays in Jewish life. It is subtle, it is understated. In the darkest time of the year, it is the flickering invitation of connecting with light and of connecting with the miraculous. Not in a flashy way, not in a big way, big miracles, but something very subtle about knowing the miraculous that is right here. I want to begin, as we often do, with some singing. These words that we say right after we light Hanukkah candles. Hanerot Halalu anu madlikin al hanisim ve'al haniflaot ve'al hateshuot ve'al hamilchamot. We kindle these lights for the nisim, the miracles or the signs, the wonders, for the redemption or the liberation, and for the battles she'asita lavotenu bayamim hahem bazman hazeh, that you made for our ancestors in those days, at this season, al yedei kohanecha hakdoshim, through your holy priests. V'chol shmonat yemei Chanukah hanerot halalu kodesh hem. During all the 8 days of Hanukkah, these lights are sacred. Ve'en lanu reshut lishtamesh bahem, ela lirotam bilvad, כדי להודות ולהלל לשמך הגדול על ניסיך ועל נפלותיך ועל ישועתך. So during all the 8 days of Hanukkah, these lights are sacred, and we are not permitted to make any ordinary use of them, but only to look at them in order to express thanks and praise to your great name for your miracles, your wonders, and your salvations. Halalu anu madlikin al hanisim ve'al haniflaot al hateshuot ve'al hamilchamot Hanerot Halalu anu madlikin. I find these words quite astonishing. The lighting of the Chanukah candles is asking us to look at the flame and know the flame as holy, and to create a protective boundary around that light, saying that it's not for any ordinary purpose. There is nothing ordinary about this light. And it's sort of an interesting question. The light of the Hanukkah candles is different from Shabbat candles. Shabbat candles, strikingly, can be used for ordinary things. Kind of surprising and I think unexpected. You can use Shabbat candles to read by. You can use the light of Shabbat candles. It's actually there prior to the existence of electricity to be able to have a beautiful Shabbat dinner that's lit. And so you can see what you're eating, and you can see the beautiful people that you're eating Shabbat dinner with. But the Hanukkah candles cannot be used as the source of light in the room. You certainly can't light a cigarette off your Hanukkah candles or a joint. You could offer, well, we'll keep that aside, but but the Hanukkah candles are meant to be only for looking at the light and discovering something in the light. I want to pause for a second. Chaya, it looks like your hand's up.
Isn't the light from the Hanukkah candles the same light, like in beginning in creation? You could see the light from one end of the world all the way to the other end, and so this is that same light, and then that light connects within us, and it's Hanukkah's to dedicate it. It's a rededication of the tabernacle.
Beautiful. Rededication of the tabernacle, of the temple, the sort of the historical piece of the Maccabees removing the Hellenistic idols from the temple, cleansing it and rededicating it as a space for the divine, for Jewish practice, for Jewish holiness. And it's very much that primordial light, that first light, that is also the inner light, that we are rededicating in our hearts, in our souls. Chaya, so beautiful. That spark that we're looking at on the outside as we light the Hanukkah candles and do nothing but look at them. All we do is look at them as a practice of igniting what's within us and what we're bringing into the world. And I want to share a teaching from Kedushat Levi, from Rabbi Levi Yitzchak of Berdichev, that takes us into this relationship of looking at the light in a very important way. I'm finding tremendous insight in this practice for Chanukah for this whole period of COVID that we're in. So he says, the Talmud teaches that the commandment of lighting the Hanukkah candles should be performed between sunset and the time when feet disappear from the marketplace. So this is a very technical framing of when we light Hanukkah candles. So it needs to be as it's starting to get dark. You can light Hanukkah candles as between the time when sun is setting and this image of when the regel, when feet, are no longer in the marketplace. So on a very literal level, it's a sense of, how long is the market going to continue? The light of the Chanukah candles need to be seen by people outside. So once the market closes and there aren't people walking around, there aren't people who can see your Hanukkah candles anymore. You want to make sure to light them when they can be seen from the outside. Dark enough that they're visible, and populated outside enough that there are people who will notice them and be moved by them, receive the light. So here's how he interprets. And I just want to say, I love Hasidic teaching for the ways that the Hasidic masters play with words to take our teachings to the very heart of our beings. So he says, know that the miracles our Creator has performed for us are divisible into three categories. I'm not going to go into all three categories, but roughly I want to talk about two. There are hidden miracles and revealed ones. The revealed miracle, like those that took place for our ancestors in Egypt, including the 10 plagues and the splitting of the Reed Sea, involved a change in the natural order. Everybody witnessed these miracles. But there are hidden miracles, like those that took place in the days of Mordechai and Esther, things that appeared natural. So he's drawing a distinction between the miracles at Pesach that were a total overturning of the natural order, splitting of the sea and all the plagues. And he says there's a different kind of miracle in the time of Mordechai and Esther, or in the time of the Maccabees, as he's about to show us. Human beings acted, and the miraculous was functioning through human effort. And nothing out of the ordinary was happening, and yet it was miraculous. So he continues, so too the Hanukkah miracle, as mentioned in the Al Hanissim prayer that we were just singing and looking at. God handed over the many to the few and the defiled to the holy is a hidden miracle. So the fact that the Maccabees, this small band of rebels, triumphed over the Assyrian Greek army in their massive numbers and their incredible training, is a hidden miracle. It came about partly through battle. The same is true of the story of Judith. These were hidden miracles, not natural occurrences, but they happened in a secret way. This is noted by Rabbi Lowe of Prague, the author of Or Chadash, who said that the miracle of Chanukah came about partly through natural means. Our teacher, Rav Dov Ber, taught that the revealed miracle, as in Egypt, is called day, and it illuminates for all. Then he says, da, know this. And when he says da, this is not an intellectual knowing. He wants you to get this internally, heart and soul. Da, know this. If a person has no faith, God forbid, in hidden miracles, but thinks that the sun simply rises every day and the moon each night, that at night he sleeps and wakes by day, or that whoever does much business will get rich, or that one who travels far will profit, or that medicine aids the sick, such a person sees all of this as just ordinary. But when he sees the hidden miracles that the Creator wrought, placing the strong in the hands of the weak, or the fall of Haman, and even more so the revealed miracles, he will come to see that there is nothing ordinary about the way the world works. It is God who releases the bound and raises up the fallen, who rolls away light before darkness, creating both light and dark. It is God who brings healing to the sick, and so on. Just pausing there for a moment. This is stunning. He says, God forbid that you think that the sun coming up in the morning is ordinary. God forbid that you think that the moon rising at night is just ordinary. Every single moment of every single day is miraculous. There is actually nothing ordinary in this life, in this world. It is divine movement and motion in every breath that you breathe, in opening your eyes in the morning, being alive again. He continues, this is why the mitzvah of lighting Hanukkah candles is to be performed between sunset and the time when feet, regel, disappear from the marketplace. He's going to play on the word regel. The setting sun refers to the hidden miracles. So, as he said earlier, the revealed miracles are called day, light. These are things that are revealed and obvious to everybody. But the setting of the sun, the Hanukkah candles are lit between the time when miracles are not obvious and the time when regel disappear from the marketplace. He says, until the regel disappears from the marketplace, you have to contemplate the Hanukkah candles until you overcome your sense that the world is conducted by the ordinary, hergel, force of nature. So he's playing on regel and hergel. Hergel is ordinary or habit. Such an idea comes to you from forces that lurk without, the evil urge, the marketplace. When you kindle Hanukkah lights, this thought disappears from you and you no longer see the world as ordinary. So what's he saying? We light the Hanukkah candles and look at them until our habits of seeing, our habits of assuming, our habits of numbness, of sense of the mundane disappear, dissolve through that light, until we are awakened to a sense that every moment is miraculous. He continues, in this way you come to the faith that the hidden miracle is not merely natural, but that God is constantly recreating the world in every hour and moment. Sometimes God recreates the natural order set into motion in the 6 days of creation, and sometimes God changes something, like a revealed miracle. But once you accept that there are hidden miracles, you realize that all is constantly being recreated, even the established natural order. So I want to turn inward now. And I want to invite you to put your feet on the floor, to close your eyes if that's comfortable, and to turn your attention to your own miraculous breath. One direct experience, perpetually with us, so long as we are alive. To notice how breath is unfolding in the space of your body, releasing into the space around your body. Can you touch this daily, moment by moment experience of breathing with a sense of utter surprise? With a sense of wonder. I invite you to bring the gentlest smile to the corners of your lips. Sometimes just that invitation brings much lighter awareness to all that is unfolding. Can you bring your attention to the details? How the rib cage expands and contracts. How breath unfolds through the belly, the chest, through the back rib cage. Sensations tickling in the nose, in the throat. Can you touch with a sense of amazement that your life depends on every breath? That life is gifted to you over and over and over. Perhaps there is pleasure in this aliveness. for all of the challenges of COVID, of this time. It is so good to be alive. It is so good to be alive. It is miraculous to be alive. How miraculous that our bodies are constructed, are created in such a way that we receive oxygen from the air, that it feeds and nourishes our bloodstream, that our bloodstream moves through our entire bodies, that we release CO2, that the trees breathe it in. When they breathe out oxygen that we breathe in. How miraculous that the light of our souls shines even in the darkest moments. Hanerot Halalu, Hanisim ve'al haniflaot, al teshuot ve'al hamilchamot, Hanerot Halalu, Anu maliki, Hanerot Halalu, Anu maliki, Anisim ve'al haniflaot, al teshuot ve'al hamilchamot, Hanerot Halalu, Anu maliki, Hanerot Halalu, 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 Hanerot Halalu. May we be blessed this Chanukah with eyes open to the miraculous. May we be blessed this Chanukah with hearts open to the miraculous. May our practice each night of Chanukah, gazing into the candle flames, be one that sparks wonder, sparks a sense of the stunning, the awesome, the miraculous in every breath, in the sun setting. May it teach us to destabilize our habits, our hergel, so that our presence with light awakens the knowledge that nothing is ordinary, the deep knowing that nothing simply is, but is a source of wonder. May that deeply nourish us in this dark time. Amen. Thank you so much, everyone.